Aquarius, welcome to your weekly horoscope for May 11th through the 17th. My name is Athen. Let's go ahead and look at your chart for this week. All right, so we've got Mars shifting into that fourth house of yours right at the beginning of the week here. Where are we at? Here we are. And so this is all about home and family. This is about past. It's about emotions, the roots. It's the bottom of your chart. Now, this isn't the best placement of Mars, of course. Mars likes to be at the top. But, and the other thing, too, is you've got Saturn up there. And so there's this opposition here between Saturn and Mars, reminding you that this is a time of the dying down of energies. It's the domestic side of life with Mars. It's about, connecting to home and family and working with the Mars energy, which is very motivating. Mars wants to get out and go and drive and do things, but the fourth house is in the home. And so Mars in home, it's like kind of limited. So, and with the opposition of Saturn, that's exactly what it is. It's like this limited kind of thing. Now, Saturn is your ruler, okay? So you guys, it's not as, impactful for you because you guys already think, and depending on whether you're watching this for your sun or moon or whatever, but generally you guys think very Saturnine anyways, very limited, very precise and concise. And so the opposition I don't think will be as strong, but the importance here for you in particular though is to just take things nice and slow this week. Be patient, be pragmatic, especially for you Aquarians. And then anything relating to home and family, channel this energy in the the positive side of Mars, because Mars is a little agitated in the fourth. He doesn't like to really be here. He likes to, again, be at the top. So you want to make sure you're funneling in this Mars energy where it's moving forward but nice and slow, not too aggressive, you might say, nice and easy, nice and calm, nice and tranquil. And this will depend on your personal chart too. For those of you who have like a prominent fourth house aspect or Mars in your fourth house, this will, won't be as challenging for you. It just depends. So the key here is just, again, bring in those Saturn energies of patience, pragmatism, especially relating to the fourth house. You're already thinking about these things with Mercury there as well. And the thing is also with Saturn is you guys are taking on a lot of responsibility at work, perhaps, or with your career or with anything on that public level. And so there's a lot of things, and it's in this reflective time too, because he's retrograde. So a lot of these things that are being reworked and redone, or you're reconsidering about the 10th house. So this is the classic example of balancing the domestic side of life and the work side of life, which is what you guys already became accustomed to with Mercury last week when Mercury opposed up to Saturn. So now it's the same thing, but with Mars, but with your energy and drive. So just keep that in mind too. Now that's going to be all week, this aspect. It's going exact on Thursday and Friday. But you'll certainly feel the shift early on in the week when Mars goes into the fourth. Now on Monday as well, the sun is going to be sextiling up to Chiron, who's been in your first house, which is very nice. This has been healing your sense of self, your own goals, your own drives, things of this nature, your self-image. You've been finding the healing in that. Perhaps you've been doing some healing with self or helping others heal as well, because it is related to relationships. And so whatever that's been, it's a fantastic day because it's a sextile. It's an opportunity here for you to connect to maybe some, goals or your drives or your, maybe, I don't know, your self-image in some way. Maybe, looking good or something like that. You'll find that very healing. It's an opportunity for that. And, also, again, it relates back to this whole lunar cycle, which is this third house energy this whole week. And it's been the case about your communications and learning and teaching. So whatever that is for you, I think it's a nice day for yourself. And then also relating to relationships as well, because the first always aspects the seventh. Now, things are quiet all the way up until Thursday when that Mars-Saturn opposition goes into exact position. So Thursday and Friday will be the high point of that. And then Friday and Saturday, Venus is going to be forming some nice aspects. She's going to be trining up to that first house with Neptune. And so this is all about going with the flow. I think you guys have been learning about, the importance of there not necessarily being one specific sense of identity about you, and that be okay. You're connecting to yourself on a very deep spiritual level for many years, and going with the flow in general. trusting the whole process of life. Anyways, these things are all very supportive for you, Friday and Saturday in particular. And it's all supporting your self-expression. You have Venus in your 5th house in a friendly sign at the bottom of the chart where she likes to be. So I think things are going well with relationships. I think there's a lot of good communications taking place, lots of good self-expression. I think your self-expression is just very enjoyable. Your creativity is probably very high right now. So anything relating to these 5th house matters, Friday and Saturday, or relating to your goals and ambitions, will be very, very supportive Friday and Saturday. Also, with this energy, the Venus energy is going to be squaring up to the North Node. Now, the North Node square isn't like a personal planet square where it's kind of challenging. It's just, it's an impersonal square where there's a reminder that, this year is about connecting to the deeper side of life, connecting to the truth, seeing the truth, sharing the truth, all these things relating to the 8th house. And so remembering, I think here Friday and Saturday, to bring in that 8th house into what you're involved with. It's just working constructively with it and improving that, because the North Node is in Virgo in this whole year as well. So I think Friday and Saturday really good for, I think, relationships, expressing yourself, connecting to things on that deep level, and any goals that you have as well. Now Sunday we do have the new moon energy, which is happening right on the cusp of this 3rd house and 4th house of yours. So you already had a new moon in your 3rd house this whole past lunar cycle, 4 weeks ago. So it's a new beginning still in regards to your communications and ideas and exchanging information, but in a new way. And it has more to do with either the home and family side of things or with the emotional side of things, because it's happening so close to the 4th house cusp. It's literally happening right at the bottom of your chart. So it's a blend of both. This is the mind over here and the emotions on the other. So it's communicating your feelings. It's, feeling your ideas. It's having ideas about your past, your roots, understanding more about these things. All this stuff is what this new moon energy is gearing up for. Now, keep in mind, the new moon is a time of reflection. Next week will be a time of action. And it's just not there yet. We want to reflect around this weekend in terms of these areas, just in general, just have that low meditative, receptive time. And this whole part of the chart is being opposed up to Saturn again. So the key here is just be patient, work hard, and whatever it is that you're involved with here in that 10th house, find that balancing point between those two areas. So all in all, Aquarius, I think it's a nice week for the home and family side of things when you're being patient, long-term with it. I think things are very enjoyable with the self-expressive side of things with Venus in that 5th house. And yeah, bring in that Saturn energy with the hard work, discipline. I think you'll find that very nice. New beginnings coming up for you in regards to, again, the communicative side of things. I think you guys already learned a lot about communication, but you're going to learn even more in the next lunar cycle, and the importance of home and family and past and roots and things like that. So Aquarius, I hope you guys have a nice week. I want to thank you all very much for all of your support. If you're new to this form of astrology, do check out masteringthezodiac.com, or if you'd like a personal session, and I will see you all next time.